The house was ancient, its walls seeming to creak and moan even under the music blasting through the speakers. My friend Jenna had invited us, just a small group, to celebrate her cousin's new house. "It's totally haunted," she said, laughing as we pulled up. The house loomed like a shadow in the night, its Victorian spires reaching toward the full moon. I laughed too, but uneasily. Inside, the vibe was perfect for a party. Dim, colorful lights danced across the walls, and the smell of stale beer mixed with candles burning in every corner. There were about 20 of us, talking, drinking, playing games. It felt warm and alive, but there was something off. Every so often, I'd catch a movement out of the corner of my eye, like someone darting into another room. I told myself it was just the flicker of candles or someone playing tricks on me. But then others started noticing it too. Did someone just walk upstairs? My friend Liam asked, pointing toward the grand staircase. The music had just dipped, and everyone turned to look. The steps were empty, but I swore I'd seen a shadow shift at the top. "No one's up there," Jenna said, rolling her eyes. "The upstairs is still being renovated." That was when the lights flickered. We all laughed nervously, pretending it was nothing, but the air in the room felt thicker, heavier. "Power surge," someone suggested, though the music and speakers were still going strong. I decided to shake it off and grab another drink. The kitchen was darker than I remembered. The single light above the island buzzed faintly, and the shadows in the corners seemed deeper, like they might swallow the edges of the room. I grabbed a beer from the counter and turned to head back to the living room when I heard a whisper. "Help me." It was faint, like the echo of someone speaking in another room. I froze, my heart racing, but when I looked around, no one was there. Just as I turned to leave, a cabinet door swung open on its own, slamming against the wall, so hard it made me jump. My beer slipped out of my hand, shattering on the floor. I screamed, and suddenly Liam was there, grabbing my arm. "What happened?" "The cabinet," I stammered, pointing. We both stopped as we heard a loud crash from upstairs. This time, everyone in the house heard it. "Okay, seriously? What the hell is going on?" Jenna said, marching to the foot of the stairs. "If this is some kind of prank." The lights flickered again, and when they came back on, a figure was standing at the top of the stairs. It wasn't one of us. It was tall, unnaturally thin, and draped in something black that shifted like smoke. Its head cocked to the side, as though it were studying us. Even from across the room, I could see its eyes, empty pits of darkness that seemed to pull the light out of the room. Jenna screamed. Someone yelled, "Run!" Chaos erupted. People shoved past each other, trying to get to the front door. I grabbed Liam's arm, pulling him with me as the figure began to descend the stairs. It didn't move like a person. Its limbs jerked unnaturally, as though it were being controlled by invisible strings. We barely made it outside before the door slammed shut behind us. A few of us stood in the yard, gasping for breath, while others piled into their cars and sped off. Jenna's cousin came out of nowhere, asking what had happened. None of us could explain it. When Jenna told him about the figure on the stairs, he went pale. The previous owners. He started, then stopped, swallowing hard. They said the house wasn't safe, but I thought they just meant the renovations. I didn't sleep that night. None of us did. Jenna tried to laugh it off the next day, saying it was probably just a trick of the lights or someone in a costume, but I knew better. I still see those eyes sometimes in the dark corners of my room, and I know it wasn't finished with us.